we can start with the live analysis. Are you all in? Can we start with the live analysis? Can I get a go ahead from everyone? Okay, so let's do, who we take? Let's go alphabetically. Let's go first, take Ahmedabad. So IMS Ahmedabad is here. Fantastic, sir. We have 3 students who have just finished off with their IPMAT Rohtak. And let's understand their names, the student names, and how exactly the whole feedback was. Over to you, sir.
So we have 3 students, Dwarkesh, Vincent, and Hia. So they have recently appeared for IPMAT Rohtak. So we will have a feedback from them. So how was the paper?
Moderate to difficult level for me. It was moderate to difficult. The verbal part was somewhat difficult for me.
Number of attempts?
Majority 90 to 95 attempts were there.
So what about you?
I would say that the cutoff wouldn't be as high as last year, because I agree with him. The VA part was a little tricky. But I think if the other students, they leverage the other 2 sections really well, then the attempts can go up to 100.
So what was your attempt?
My attempts were 101.
101. Yes.
So the paper was quite lengthy, but yeah, it was moderate. The VA section was quite tough. My total attempts were 85.
So if we talk about difficult, right, as compared to last year, how would you rate the entire difficulty?
Compared to last year, I would rate the moderate.
Yes. What about you?
Well, the thing is that, of course, we don't have access to the last year's paper, but seeing the high the cutoff has gone really high. So I think we can estimate that this is definitely a tad bit higher in difficulty than last year.
I think the cutoff would be lesser than the last year, as the paper was quite hard. So I think the cutoff would be less.
So can we say that the entire level of difficulty was on the lines with IMS mock? Yeah, it was at par. Yeah, it was below average. What was your reaction in terms of level of difficulty on the lines of IMS mock?
It was most probably the similar one. Majority of the part was the similar one.
I would say the verbal part was a bit more difficult, but it was really easy because IMS, the system and the UI which IMS provides with its tests, it's very similar to what we were given here. So we weren't really surprised. It was quite academic, yes.
The questions that were asked in mocks were quite similar to the ones asked in exam, and they were of the right difficulty and choice.
So you guys already mentioned that verbal ability was the trickiest part as compared to last year, right? So that is the one thing which was a difficult part for everyone, right? So are you guys appearing for JIPMAT and IIM Indore?
I am appearing for IIM Indore, not JIPMAT.
Yes, both of them.
Both the exams.
I'm appearing for IIM Indore, not JIPMAT.
So we have first set of students. Now we will be moving forward with next 3 set of students who will be sharing their experience with regards to level of difficulty of IPMAT Rohtak.
Fantastic. So just wanted to understand now, as per the students, you mentioned that the verbal ability was the most difficult, section for the students. Let's see what other section have to say, other set of questions, students have to say about the paper.
So now we have 3 students, Yatharth, Rutuja and Vansh, right? Ruchuda, right? So we have 3 students. So again, we got a recent feedback that verbal section was quite tricky as compared to other sections. But we wanted to know that what about math or LR section? क्या वो एक ही level of difficulty में था as compared to last year और IMAC के mocks में, या फिर कुछ उससे भी level of difficult था?
Quant was easier. LR was easy but time consuming. बहुत time था उसमें LR के लिए. Verbal तो was definitely tough. और उसका last year से तो difficulty level ज़्यादा ही था. 6 काफी tricky थे. तो I assume cut off नीचे जाएगा.
So कितने attempts किए आपने?
मैंने 99
attempts.
Compared to IMS mocks, quants was easier and LR and verbal were of same level.
Yes. What was a good attempt?
What was a good attempt?
So how many attempted questions you have attempted?
107.
107.
मैंने अपना क्या बोलते हैं वर्बल से चालू किया था. मेरे को लगा मेरा स्ट्रॉन्ग वो है, लेकिन वर्बल एक्चुअली में ट्रिकी था, आप जैसे सही कह रहे हो. लेकिन उसके बाद वर्बल कर दिया अच्छे से ठीक ठाक. उसके बाद में आया एलआर पे. एलआर में क्या हुआ कि समय ज्यादा लगा, जैसे इसने बोला, और उसमें मतलब क्वेश्चन बड़े बड़े थे और अपने पैराग्राफ वाले क्वेश्चन होते हैं और उनके जो पार्ट्स होते हैं, फिर 3 पार्ट्स ही थे उसके. उसमें मेरे को लगा कि पैराग्राफ पूरा सॉल्व करके एटलीस्ट 4-5 क्वेश्चन होंगे उसके, तो एटलीस्ट 16 या 20 मार्क्स मिलेंगे उसके, क्योंकि लेकिन उसमें फिर 3 क्वेश्चन 12 मार्क्स ही मिल रहे थे और काफी लंबे लंबे पैराग्राफ थे. और फिर मैंने वर्बल क्या बोलते एलआर किया और उसके बाद मैं कॉन्ट्स पे आ ही नहीं पाया. कॉन्ट्स का तो शायद 1-2 ही अटेम्प्ट कर पाया.
तो टोटल अटेम्प्ट्स कितने हुए?
टोटल मेरे 65 अटेम्प्ट्स हुए
65.
हाँ.
So any topic or any kind of question that you have seen for the first time in the IPMAT Rohtak exam, इससे पहले आपका कोई exposure नहीं था, any kind of such thing happen?
No, not true.
नहीं ऐसा कोई.
Fine. So more or less, the paper was on the lines of IMS mock as suggested by students, right? So anything that you would like to suggest to students, या फिर आप IPMAT इंदौर या जिपमेट दोनों ही appear कर रहे हो?
हाँ दोनों दे रहे हैं.
मैं भी दोनों
चलिए, then all the best.
Fantastic. All the best to all the students there. We are going next live with the Bhopal team.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. We all are ready.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So please, we have got a good review from Ahmedabad in terms of verbal ability being the most difficult one. We want to understand what is the feeling of students in Bhopal and how exactly the paper has been. So can we start with the review for Bhopal?
Yes. Shamli, how was your paper?
It was decent. I felt that it was tougher than last year.
Okay. And how did you felt the sections were tough? Which section do you felt was tough?
Verbal was decently easy.
Okay.
Easy to moderate.
Okay.
LR, I felt certain questions were on the
Okay.
easier
Okay.
side. There were certain sets
Okay.
of questions was almost
Okay.
from 25 to 30 lines.
And how did IMS modules and the practice modules in the masterclass help you?
The verbal and the last section was on the line, but I felt that the math section was tougher than the mocks because we expected a lot of arithmetic heavy paper. But it was tougher.
And did you give the JIP? Are you planning to give the IM
Yes.
Indore and JIPMAT exam as well? All right. Okay, Shamli. Chalo, all the best for your next paper.
Next we go Mumbai. So IMS Mumbai, if you are ready, let us know what exactly is happening in the Mumbai centers. Looks like it's a little difficult because there's a lot of chaos at the centers, and with this it becomes difficult, but we would understand what is happening. IMS Mumbai, are you guys ready? Can we understand with the students how exactly the paper was?
Fine. Okay. So I have students with me who have just finished the Rohtak test. Let's have the first impression with them. How was the paper? What are the expectation of the cutoff? Was quant easy, difficult? Let's have a feedback from the students who have just come out to the center. We are live from the the IM Rohtak Boy Center. So I have Hriday with me. So Hriday, what was the level of difficulty of the paper overall?
Overall, it was really easy, but I think the LR section especially, they had like a few time traps, like 2-3 sets the, which were too lengthy, which you ideally should have.
So what was your favorite section today?
Today, English probably.
English probably. So English, you attempted all the questions?
No, 36, 37.
So according to you, what would be a safe number of questions to attempt in this paper, Vansh?
About 100, 105 should be fine enough.
Okay. And how was the level of difficulty for maths today?
Maths was a little difficult, but like not that difficult. It was more of time consuming, so you could not attempt properly and give justice to the entire section.
Great. Well, I just want to ask Rishi, how do you rate the mocks of IMS versus the actual Rohtak mocks?
On a scale of 10, I think it would be an 8. It was very similar to it. Most of the questions, roughly 100 were, I guess I saw in the paper when it comes to the type of questions.
Okay. Were there any specific new type of question that you encountered in the test which was not covered in the syllabus or any of the mocks?
No.
More or less whatever we have learned and was covered in the mocks, you could see in the paper. Okay. Now I have Avaishi with me, who is very, skeptical always about, will I do good in English or not? So let us have a review about how was the level of difficulty for verbal specifically.
It was okay. Verbal was a bit more vocab intensive, and I think it's like you know it or you don't. If you know it, then it's a straight plus 4, or you have to skip it. So I attempted around 32, 33 questions in English, and they had picked up one thing that was different from usual is they had picked up a CAT type of a question. So we have to pick out the one which will not fit in the paragraphs, which is usually not done by us. That is a CAT type of.
So overall, guys, how will you all rate the section level of difficulty of the verbals this time?
Scale of 1 to 10 would be a 6, 7.
So verbal, everybody saying was difficult as compared to what we have encountered in the mocks. So primarily, overall review is maths overall was quite easy. People have attempted to the tune of 38 to 39 questions on the higher side. A safe number of attempt according to the feedback that we have received in the verbal will be around 33 to 35. And logical reasoning, leaving that one difficult set, most of the other sets was manageable, but it was time consuming. So overall this year, the students that are having a general feedback, the paper was not that you could finish the paper in 110 minutes. Till the very last moment, they were attempting the paper. So it was properly managing the time in order to hit the good number of questions in the test. And what do you all think? Will the cutoff go up or down this year?
I think approx same.
So he's expecting the cutoff to be in the range of maybe 390 to 410 is what people are saying. Let's hope for the best and the results run in the favor of the students based on what they have attempted this year. Anything now? What is the other exam? Are you guys taking IPMAT and Indore?
Indore.
Indore, yes. Vansh, what about
Indore.
you? Indore. And Rishi?
Both IPMAT and Indore.
Okay, and Avishi?
Only Indore.
So now most of the students are going to take IPMAT and Indore. So that is what we have, the first impressions from the Powai Center. Wishing everyone all the best. Thank you.
IMS Indore. IMS Indore is ready.
Hello, ma'am. Can we go live?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hi, Anuj. How was the paper?
So paper was good, but I find some points difficult in that. That VRC, QA and LR is my strong point, so I concur in that. I attempt 32 in QA and 33 in LR. But I attempted only 30 questions in VRC because I don't want to extra attempt. That's why I got negative marks. That's why I attempt 30 questions only in VRC. I think a paper was moderate, not so tough and not so much easy, but it's this time cutoff will definitely fall, not go short 409, not that. I think cutoff will be around 350 something, and what I scored was.
अच्छा तो मॉक के हिसाब से कैसा था पेपर?
मॉक के हिसाब से आई थिंक जो IMS के जो मॉक्स हैं उससे बिल्कुल सिमिलर था. हाँ, तीनों सेक्शन.
ओके. और VRC कैसा था? कुछ अनएक्सपेक्टेड उसके अंदर?
हाँ, अनएक्सपेक्टेड तो नहीं था, लेकिन फिर भी मेरे को VRC के कुछ पॉइंट्स नहीं आते, तो फिर उस पर मेरा.
और QA के अंदर कुछ अनएक्सपेक्टेड
नहीं, QA तो
अरिथमेटिक उतना ही था.
पूरा
अरिथमेटिक
अलजेब्रा
लास्ट एक हम लोगों का था वैसा ही.
हाँ, बिल्कुल IMS के मॉक्स के बिल्कुल सेम ही था वो.
ओके. और अभी इंदौर के लिए अपीयर करोगे?
हाँ,
इंदौर IPMAT. ठीक है, चलो.
थैंक यू सर.
So how was the paper?
It was quite difficult. VA was tough. बाकी फिर LR और QO दोनों बहुत इजी था. मतलब मॉक्स के कंपैरिजन तो बहुत इजी लगा मुझे.
कौन सा सेक्शन? QA and DLR.
QA and LR was easy. VA was quite challenging.
कैसे चैलेंजिंग था? किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस थे?
मैं वोकैब के क्वेश्चंस थे जो एकदम डायरेक्ट वोकैबुलरी थे. अगर आते हैं तो आते हैं, नहीं आते तो नहीं आते हैं. और RC वगैरह भी थोड़ा 1-2 क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट थे, बाकी सब इजी था.
और कुछ अनएक्सपेक्टेड था VA में, जैसे पोएम बेस्ड क्वेश्चन?
पोएम बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस तो कभी ट्राई हमने प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं की पोएम बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस की. फर्स्ट टाइम ही ऐसा देखने को मिला.
के कंपैरिजन में VRC
डिफिकल्ट था थोड़ा सा.
बाकी QA एंड
वो दोनों बहुत इजी थे.
मॉक के लेवल पे थे?
नहीं, उससे इजी थे.
उससे इजी.
हाँ,
ठीक है. तो तुम कॉन्फिडेंट हो कि दोनों सेक्शन तो अच्छे जाएंगे?
हाँ. VA पे नहीं हो बस.
चलो. इंदौर और IPMAT?
हाँ, वो दोनों दे रही हूँ. Okay. Thank you.
Hi Tanu.
Hi sir.
How was the paper?
So it was good, but the VA section was quite difficult as compared to last year, and QA section was quite easy, and LR was also good. So overall paper was good, but actually I just couldn't manage my time, so that was the problem with me. That's all.
Okay, and you are appearing for Indore and IPMAT
Yes.
as well? Okay, chalo. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for that particular feedback from Indore. Next, we have Delhi going live. So IMS Delhi, can you please let us know the feedback from Delhi? Yes, we can hear you now.
With me right now. Right. So, Aryan, just want to ask you that how was your exam? It went well. Great. So, I mean, do you find out कि कुछ questions जो आपने दिए, those were in lines with the mock test of IMS also? Mock test, I didn't have much time to prepare for this, but the mock test I gave before were definitely in line with the questions that were asked today in the exam. I had my CUT yesterday, so I had to just be done with the revision. The time came I had. Wonderful. And how about giving the exam for IPMAT and Indore? Yeah. So you're appearing for those? Yeah, I'm appearing for IPMAT and Indore, and that's when I get home. Great.
Thank you so much, Swami sir, for reporting the information from Delhi. Appreciate it. Let's go live next with Pune.
Hi, this is Gaurav from Pune. We have Varad and Atharva. They've just taken their IPMAT Rohtak exams. So we'll start with Varad. So how was the overall difficulty level of the exam?
For maths and LR, it was quite easy. But for English, I guess it was quite mediocre, I will say, or hard, between medium and hard.
So was it because of certain question types, or was it the same question types of a higher difficulty level?
I guess same question type, higher difficulty level. There were certain words of which meanings were asked. We were not able to identify it.
Okay, so out of from 1 to 10, how would you rate the difficulty level of just the VA section and for the other sections as well?
For LR, I will rate around, for difficulty, it will be around 3. And for maths, it would be around 5. And for VA, it will be around 8. 8.
So LR was the easiest section then?
Yes, LR was very easy.
So was it similar to the IMS mocks?
Yes, quite similar.
Okay. So difficulty level wise and question in terms of question types as well. And are you taking both the IPMAT Indore as well as the JIPMAT?
No, only IPM Indore.
Okay. So any word of advice for the students preparing for IPMAT Indore in the next few days?
I guess they should complete all their mocks by that time and should make a proper strategy about the time management. In which way they will try to attend the questions and many.
Thanks a lot. Moving on to Atharva. So how was your exam? How was your experience overall?
Sir, it had a moderate difficulty level.
Yeah. So in terms of all the sections, any section particularly difficult, easy?
Maths was lengthy, QA, and VA was out of the box. Also, LR was easy.
So for QA, any specific observations in terms of the areas, algebra, geometry, arithmetic?
Arithmetic was lengthy, so it was time consuming, so less attempts.
Right. And what are your thoughts about the VA section?
VA section was out of the box. There were 2 paras of 3 questions and 1 poem para, which was quite difficult.
All right. So there was a poem as well. And did the VA section have all of the expected areas, grammar, vocabulary, reasoning, or did it have any other new question types?
There were many new question types. In the parajumble question, we have select the odd one out sentence.
Right. So the odd sentence question type was a surprise here. Otherwise, in the other sections, any unanticipated, unexpected question types?
No. In other sections, it was just like the IMS mocks.
So you also felt this exam was in line with the mocks?
Yeah, quite.
And are you taking the IPMAT Indore and JIPMAT as well?
Yes. Yes, I'm taking both the exams.
And what's your strategy or what's your plan for the next few days leading up to these exams?
On Indore, I am focusing on my strategy to increase the attempts and accuracy, of course.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot. Ma'am, this was the feedback from the students in Pune.
Just wanted to understand from you, Gaurav sir, what do you felt was the overall sense of the students?
So first of all, in Pune here, we have unnaturally high temperatures running this week. I guess that's a factor that was also in play right here at the center right now. So I could see that everyone was eager to escape this heat and go home. But mainly it was the VA section. There's everyone, even the other students, everyone is murmuring about the VA section. That was the only surprise here. But they declared at the end of the exam that some questions will be void. So there's a little bit of a question mark as to how that will affect the cut-offs. And of course, logically, we are expecting them to go down, I guess, because of what has happened. But in general, because of the other sections, their mood is buoyant, I would say. They're feeling, in general, the feeling of all of the students is good about the exam.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir. Okay. So exam difficulty was there. It was difficult. But students, if you are watching this particular session, आराम से time लेके बाद में देखो, कोई issue नहीं है. Just to give you a little information, I'm sure a lot of you right now would be only wondering about the fact कि cutoff क्या हो सकता है. यही होगा दिमाग में. So just to give you a little information, last year the cutoff was 409 and last year it was 306. Okay, whatever has happened. You would not be able to change anything right now. The only thing you guys will have to do, in case if you have prepared for IPMAT Indore, the focus need to shift to IPMAT Indore. And if you are counting on IPMAT Rohtak, want to understand how it is, 12 o'clock, we would be going live with detailed analysis of IPMAT Rohtak. Make sure you watch that particular session. Also, students who are aspiring IPMAT Indore, Rohtak, JIPMAT, IIM में पढ़ाई करनी है 12th के बाद में IMS is there for everyone. We would be starting our batches on for 25 and 26 students. On weekdays and weekends, just walk into any IMS center. We have pan India centers, Bhopal, Indore, Ahmedabad, wherever you would go, Pune, Mumbai, you would definitely be able to find a center. Please make sure you connect with them. Also, most importantly, if you get a call for IPMAT Rohtak Indore, make sure a PI call, make sure if you need support, you connect with us. We will make sure that you are prepared and prepared bloody well. All right. So with this, I shall take your leave. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Stay positive, work hard, and make sure that your momentum is on. And if you require any support, if you want anything, please make sure you comment on the video. We will try to make sure that whatever information you want, it's available for you. All right. I'll see you on the 23rd again with the IPMAT Indore first impression. Bye-bye.